the other thing you can see this is in how people show up in the world. And it's like, just because you're getting likes on something doesn't mean you're making any sense, does not mean that you are valid, does not mean what you're saying is something that other people can relate to. Like, first of all, let me say this. Okay. Insecurity is one thing that is available, and it's in mass, right? So like when you come online and you're insecure about something that you've experienced, a lot of people can relate to that insecurity. And maybe not in that one particular situation, but they can relate to insecurity, right? And so sometimes people come online and it's like you're performing for an audience, right? And your perspective is skewed, and it's really embarrassing, and it's like just because you're getting likes and other people are in agreement with it doesn't make it true. And that's one of the dangerous things about social media. I think about it all the time. Thank God I feel like I, you know, maintain a sense of integrity when I do come online. So I'm not really cringed by anything that I say, right? Because much of it does come from a deep or sincere place of conviction, right? And I mostly share, content based on things that I've read and stuff like that. But anyway, so I just think that overall, we're kind of living in this day and age where people think that just because people may like a post or something in your content, that your perspective is prevalent or that is relevant or that it's real. And sure, yeah, it's real to you, but it's also skewed. You know what I mean? And it also has a very significant impact on what you're getting out of life, and the experiences you are having. So I don't know. I just think that part is incredibly dangerous. And like I said, the thing about social media is you can be on here making a complete butthole of yourself and people are going to like the video. So you have to be very careful with that, right? Social media is one of these things that is so powerful. And it's something that we're all still getting acquainted with, and we're still learning about it. There are studies on it and things like that, but it is so relatively new that we do have to kind of engage with it from a more of a distance, right? You have to be very conscious, I think, in your engagement of social media, because you can absolutely get kind of warped into just very woven into the fabric of it, and I don't think that's good for us. Keep your feet on the ground. Set limits. Be conscious, be aware of what you're engaging with, and just understand that, like, not everybody is checking for you. You know what I mean? Not everybody is, doing things with you in mind, right? I know sometimes we forget, but like, once you become an adult, right, people acquire responsibilities, and you're the last thing on their mind. You know what I mean? So when they go to work, maybe it's not that they hate you specifically, it's how you show up, it's your attitude, right? If you have these thoughts about certain things, that's going to have an impact in how you show up. And it's not a personal thing, it's just more so like this is the work environment, and maybe you're the toxic one, maybe you're the one who's actually diluting, I'm sorry,